Hi, this is Dr. Albert Nejat. Today we'll be discussing fungus, athlete's foot, and toenail fungal infections. Fungus is basically a microbe that lives with dead tissue. It likes to eat dead tissue, and it also likes warm, dark, damp places. Uh, these funguses that cause athlete's foot and toenail infections, they're actually uh, they're actually made to live on your skin surface and your body surface. So athlete's foot lives on the outer layer of that dead layer of the skin, and fungal toenails, the fungus infects the nail plate or the nail bed itself. Uh, the treatments for these fungal infections are either topical, oral, and now in the last few years, more laser treatments. However, whether you treat it topically, orally, or with laser, uh, these infections are reoccurrent, so you can't cure it for life. You will probably get yourself reinfected because this fungus is just simply among us. It's everywhere, and whether you provide the right environment for it is the issue. So you need to change some simple habits in order to prevent that fungus from reinfecting your feet, reinfecting your toenails. Um, the topical treatments for toenails, although they've been pretty weak so far, some of the newer topicals have been showing some promise. The nail lacquers, whether it's used adjunctively with the orals or alone, have been shown to uh, get rid of the fungus. However, the reinfection is the major issue. Uh, when patients come to my office, the first thing I tell them is you need to start rotating your shoes every day. If it's a matter of warm, dark, damp place, inside of a sweaty shoe is the perfect environment for a fungus to grow. So if you're wearing the same sweaty shoes as yesterday, you're inviting them in and to set up house. Uh, the next thing you can do is remove the insoles from your shoes at night, so to let them air dry. Most nicer shoes nowadays, the insoles are not glued in, so you can actually remove those inserts for cleaning for air drying. Other things that you can do are uh, socks. You can actually change the socks that you're wearing. The purpose of a sock is to wick the moisture up and out of a shoe. So if you're wearing a sock that's an ankle sock and it's not exposed to the air outside of the shoe, it's not providing much of a wick to wick the moisture up and out. So longer socks help do this. Also, socks, it used to be thought of, 100% cotton is the best, right? Actually, most athletes nowadays know that 100% cotton, it absorbs the moisture, but it keeps it right at the skin surface. So you need to wear an acrylic blend sock. In the marketplace, there are dry wick, dry weave, wick dry, fit dry, dozens of different brands of socks who will help wick that moisture up and out of the shoe. However, it's very fashionable nowadays to have those ankle socks made available. So you need to make sure that you're wearing a longer sock than what your shoe is. If you're wearing a boot, you need to wear a longer sock than the boot. So 4 or 5 inches above the boot is a good marker. Um, let's say you do have a fungus and you want to get rid of all your shoes. It's probably not necessary to get rid of all your shoes. I'd get rid of the really stanky ones, but you can do what most bowling alleys do. They just, in between uses, they take Lysol disinfectant spray or other disinfectant sprays and spray it into the shoes. That'll kill 99.9% of whatever that grows in there. Other things that you can do is spray baby powder or foot powder into the shoes a couple of times a week. That'll help absorb some of that moisture. Drying your feet thoroughly is a major issue. Most people use the same towel from head to toe. Well, if you start from the head and go down to the toe, by the time you're down to the toes, that towel is sopping wet. So I recommend using a separate hand towel in order to dry your feet. So it's not a matter of you're spreading that fungus from your feet to other parts of the body. It's a matter of that towel that you just used to clean or dry the rest of your feet, the rest of your body, you're now drying your feet with, and it's completely wet. And removing the dead tissue. So if you have a toenail that's thick and ugly and discolored and it's infected with fungus, well, if you're just putting on the topical antifungal on the top of that toenail, it probably won't penetrate that well. Plus, you're actually leaving food for that fungus. So removing as much of the dead part of the toenail, removing the overhanging toenail, because sometimes these toenails do disengage from the nail bed, and you can get water trapped underneath. That'll provide a nice niche for the fungus to grow. So you want to get rid of the overhanging nail, you want to get rid of the fungal toenails. A lot of patients come to me and say, well, my nail polish gave me this fungus. It's not necessarily nail polish. I don't believe that nail polish can actually harbor fungus, but when you put on nail polish on a toenail or on a fingernail, initially it's pretty well adhered, but after about 2-3 weeks, that shell of a toenail starts to lift off, and you begin to have water or some moisture accumulate underneath that shell of a toenail. So you need to remove toenail polish after about 2 weeks, so you're not getting that water accumulation underneath. It's very unlikely that you're transferring fungus from one person to another in the household, in the shower. However, if you're stepping into a shower that hasn't been cleaned in months and months, you're better off doing a little bit of disinfection in there also, so just so you're not reinfecting yourself. This is Dr. Albert Nejat. We're talking about fungus, athlete's foot, fungal infections of the toenails today. If you have any further questions or if you have suggestions for further videos, please contact me through albertnejat.com, ALBERTNEJAT.com. Thank you.